Good morning. My name is Sean Webb. I'm your Director of Community Engagement in the Educational Foundation. You're watching Classroom Conversations. We are the Desert Sands Educational Foundation live engagement show. And before we move on, I want to go ahead and thank a couple of people that make this possible. First off, thank you, Craig Campbell at CoachellaValley.com for allowing us to have this on your platform. Greatly appreciate the partnership with you. And also I want to thank the City of Indio, which we will be speaking with Brooke here shortly with the Indio Minute. And then I also want to thank the foundation staff, foundation board for making this possible. And I'd like to read the mission statement. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District. And their vision statement. In partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience in the academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in Desert Sands Unified School District. So let me go ahead. I want to bring on Chef Mary with us. Good morning. Oh, let's see here. Good morning, Chef Mary. How are you?
I am doing very well, thank you. It's a nice overcast day. I think the temperature is 63.
Oh, geez, that just sounds beautiful. I took my hike this morning, and it was very similar temperatures, not quite in the 60s, in the 70s. It was just a beautiful morning out in the mountains.
Yeah, we've had off and on little rainstorms here and there. Saturday, when I was coming back I do this foundation for Can Do.
Okay.
And hit a hailstorm that was scary. It was pounding on the car. It was hitting on the windshield. The alerts came off, and it said, "Get out of your car. The lightning is going to strike." And
oh my!
I just kept on driving.
Okay. You just wanted to get home, right?
I said, just maybe I'll outrun this hailstorm.
There we go.
Otherwise, that life is good. Work is doing well. I have no complaints at all.
Awesome. I love it when you have no complaints, Chef Mary. It means it's going to be a good week for all.
Yes, it is.
There we go. We got a couple updates I do want to share with everybody. We have another vaccination clinic coming up. This will be on Thursday, September 30th. This will be at Desert Sands District Office. So people, you want to sign up, you can also scan the QR code there. They're offering the Pfizer vaccination. This is for 12 and above. This is for all of our families that, just show up and you can get a vaccination there. So that we do have that available. And one of the things, Mary, that I talked about with Mr. Lawson, who was in charge of the wellness fair, as you know, he joined us on Classroom Conversations, is as soon as it's approved for people younger than 12, he wants to be the first in the district to offer a clinic for that. So that's pretty exciting for the city.
Well, it is, yes.
Yeah, definitely. But speaking of the City of Indio, why don't we go ahead and bring on our friend, Brooke Berry, who's going to join us, who, as we shared, if it's not for the City of Indio, we may not have Classroom Conversations this year. And thank you very much for your partnership. And here we have Brooke joining us. Good morning, Brooke. How are you?
Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Chef Mary.
Good morning, Brooke. Thank you for everything.
You're so welcome. Yes, you're talking about the grant that Desert Sands Educational Foundation received from the City of Indio. This is a community grants and sponsorships. And quick plug, we've talked about it a couple of times, but that application period does run until September 30th. So you've got a couple more days. If you need help with funding athletic boosters, if you perhaps have a need for new uniforms or anything else, there is a grant waiting for you, typically between $500 and $1,500. The application itself is just one page long. It's really no sweat to just go ahead and apply.
I'll say that I've been advertising with all the Indio principals in the different school sites and so forth to make sure that they go ahead and apply, because it is, I'll say that applying for money sometimes it's a process. And you guys make it very simple, and you make it easy for us to go ahead and apply for those funds. And once again, on behalf of the foundation, thank you for supporting us on Classroom Conversations. It's always fun to be out here with Chef Mary, and now meeting up with you all the time.
Yes, it's great. It makes us feel like we're in person again. But Sean, we talked about some of the things that are interesting that are going on in Indio right now, and a big plug for National Night Out that's taking place next week in downtown area Indio. And this is in collaboration with the Indio Police Department. It's something that they've put on for quite some time. It's an in-person event. There's going to be food trucks, frozen lemonade. It's again Tuesday, October 5th. So 1 week from today. It's at 6 p.m. 100 Civic Center Mall. So that's right in front of City Hall. And this is one of 17,000 communities that put on National Night Out. It's typically
Right.
in the middle of the week, gives you the chance to meet your local Indio police officers. I believe we have 5 school resource officers within Desert Sands Unified School District that are Indio schools too. So all of the students and the staff that are out there watching know them well, but this is a chance for everyone else to get to know them.
Yeah, definitely. And then you also shared about another event. I'll bring up the flyer here. You talked about an event that's going on with Desert Recreation District as well.
Yes, the city partners with Desert Recreation District for a lot of our community centers, our parks and events. If anyone went out to see Peter Rabbit 2 on Friday night, that was a partnership with the City of Indio and Desert Rec District, as well as the Chamber of Commerce. But this one is actually a fundraiser for their foundation, Desert Rec Foundation. And so it's the Chase the Ace poker run. They're looking for sponsorships. There's prizes. You don't have to actually go on a motorcycle in order to take part because that would exclude me right from the start. But that's on Saturday, October 9th. So just over a week from now, you have time to put it. And this benefits their adaptive sports. So this is something that I don't believe that a lot of people know about Desert Rec, that they give kids and adults who don't have the opportunity to participate in a fully functional way, a way to participate. So adaptive sports gets people out there, gets them moving and involved in all kinds of different activities. And it's terrific that this event is going to fund that. Okay.
Well, no, I love all the great things that are going on with Indio. And then we also have, I know that we've been talking about it for quite some time. Sorry, I'm having some problem with my slides here.
Oh, you're so good at this. I don't even know how you do it while we're talking, Sean. You're multitasking. I feel like Mary and I should just chat for a second to give you a second.
I can't even open my phone.
There we go. I was just going to pull this slide up here. I'll tell you, I've worked with Jamie, with our ACES coordinator over here at the district, and he just got out all the coloring sheets to our many ACES schools that we have in Indio. And I can't wait for this event on the 30th. I know we're, a month out, but this is gonna be a lot of fun because I know we're gonna have a lot of student participation with this too.
I really hope that people will come out, give them another chance to see what's going on in downtown Indio, see what it could be. The way that I describe this event is kind of a pop-up event of if we could turn downtown Indio into that walkable space where people are just hanging out all the time and there's arts and there's you're just going from place to place. This is kind of what it would look like. It's a glimpse into what the future could be like down there. And so I hope that people could come. They'll see all of the artwork that the ACES kids are putting together. We're going to have that all displayed so you can point it out. You can check out the Indio Food Park, get some food. If nothing else, I know Desert Rec District is having a Halloween event the same day, but that's just a few blocks away. So hit up one, and before you leave, come by here and really learn about sort of walkability. This is something from SCAG, which is Southern California Association of Governments, and their Go Human program. So it's sort of bringing those transportation things that people don't normally think about and putting them in front of you so that you recognize that they're all done by design. They're all on purpose.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to this too because it's just another great opportunity to bring a family out to an event. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this. Would be one of the first years. Actually, I think about this. It would be the first year that I get to bring my daughter out trick-or-treating. So she'll be dressed up and be able to go to the event over in the park and then go over and check this out too. We haven't decided on a Halloween costume yet. I know that Tara's got a couple of ideas, but you'll definitely get to see her that night there.
Oh, I can't wait. Someone said to me the other day that maybe this is too much of an aside, but they're like, oh, I picked out my Halloween costume. So now all I have to do is make it. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds like the hardest part to me is a frappuccino and straws and foam and cups. And they said, no, I'm a seamstress. I can do it. That part's easy. Well,
oh, geez.
Thank goodness for you.
Yeah. There we go. Very good. Well, Brooke, thank you so much for joining us today. I look forward to having you on each and every week with the Indio Minute and what's going on. I'll tell you, the foundation, I'll be getting our application in for a grant before the end of the week. I won't share what we're applying for, but I will be getting it in before the end of the week. We're really excited for the opportunity again. Thank you so much.
I have a feeling that a lot of folks are like Sean and they're waiting till the 11th hour.
I have it all up here. It's just got to get on
To some
this.
degree, right?
Isn't that what they say? That is the California style.
There
You arrive at the last minute. You wait for the last minute.
I guess so. Thanks so much, everyone.
All
All right, have a good one. See you, Brooke.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, it's always a pleasure to have Brooke on and join.
I know. She's just so delightful.
Yes,
It's wonderful.
most definitely. So before we move on to our next piece here, there's one thing I want to share, Mary. I accidentally skipped over it, but one of the things that you know that we're a sponsor with, the foundation, is the college fair that's coming up. And
Yes.
that the college fair that we're doing in partnership with all three of the districts, as well as it's actually K-16 education. We're working with COD as well as Cal State as well. But this is going to take place on October 14th. And this is from 4 to 8. And you can register. This is really cool. So you can register to go to this conference. I'm going to put up the information here in a second. But you register and you go to this conference from 4 to 8. And you go. It's on an app. So, Mary, just like you and I are interacting right now, just say there's a college. Give me a college. Just say that it's UCLA, right? You want to see UCLA. They're there. You can actually schedule time to meet with their counselor on your phone and do a Zoom interview with their counselor.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's in partnership with all, like One Future Coachella Valley, in partnership with Aqua Caliente Casinos. They're helping out with this. So it's a great opportunity. And before we bring on our next visitor, I want to just play the video that, Mary Perry just shared with me. So there's the advertisement that we're going to have on spots starting up on social media next week and so forth. But they've already got 200 colleges that have signed up, Mary. So it's pretty impressive. We've got the ability to have a couple thousand students go through this. So anybody that's in high school, middle school, elementary school, if you want to sign up and learn about these colleges, take advantage of this, definitely. Yep. Okay, Mary. So what we'll do is our next guest is we've got an exciting event coming up in the city of Indio again. It's like Indio Day again here. But we've got let me bring this up on screen. We've got, why isn't this, I'm having some technical difficulties. We've got the Thanksgiving Day 5K with Martha's Village and Kitchen coming up. And joining us today to talk about that is Kaylin Murphy. Good morning, Kaylin. How are you?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good morning, Kaylin.
We are, it's a Tuesday. We're just, as a turkey would say, we're gobbling along. There we go.
Right?
There we go. So, Kaylin, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on with this Thanksgiving Day 5K?
Well, this is our 15th year. We'll be having it live here at actually El Paseo Road.
Okay.
Right there in Palm Desert. We'll be hosting it live and virtually. When you go onto the website and you register to participate, you're actually able to, choose your option, whatever you feel most comfortable, whether it's virtual or in person. We're also looking for volunteers to help us with this event. That you can find the information on our website as well. But this is really just to raise money for Martha's Village and Kitchen to help our community who are fighting food insecurity, who are experiencing homelessness, who need those extra resources to get a little bit more ahead. So we're just here to help our community, and this is just one of our biggest fundraisers. Anyone who would like to donate to us or participate, all that money is going back to a really great cause and to support back to our community, all the way from Desert Hot Springs to Mecca.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, one of the things I'll say is I know that the district, as well as I'll even bring it up again, Chef Mary and I we've got roots to La Quinta High School. I know that they've had plenty of partnerships with you guys over the years. And I'll tell you, one of the things I'll be doing is, I don't know if I'll be actually running on Thanksgiving Day, but I'll be definitely participating virtually. I definitely enjoy doing those things. I'm not much the runner, but I'll go ahead and I'll hike it out. I could definitely do that all day long. Yes, that's one of the things that I did last year as well.
Yeah, that's the best part when you do it virtually. You can actually do it, anywhere in your own comfort. You can be in your own neighborhood. You can go on a hike. You can go swimming. You can bike. Last year, I think our oldest participant was 84 years old.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is just awesome. That is awesome. Now, tell me, you said this is going to go down in El Paseo. This is happening on Thanksgiving Day. Do you have the time frame and so forth that if you're actually going to run in it?
So if it does go live, we are, withholden to the city, state, and county mandates, and so all of that. But if we do go live there in Palm Desert, you can join us from 8 to 10 a.m.
Okay. Awesome. I can't wait for this. I think this can be a great event for you guys, and I can't wait for people to get out there and actually run. And one of the things I like doing is getting the new shirt every year too.
Right? It's lime green this year. Lime green.
Lime green. Okay. It's gonna be nice and bright for us. Okay.
We have plenty of green tutus too to make that even spark out even more.
There we go. Outstanding. Well, Kaylin, thank you so much for coming on to share about this. Is there anything else that you want to give us a plug or anything? And if you do me a favor, send me all these links, and I'll make sure to keep on repeat and bring them up over and over again up until the event.
Well, thank you guys for just having me, and I hope to come on here again soon.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Kaylin. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Sean,
right.
One thing fun, when I first moved to San Diego, I was not a runner, and so I joined the track club.
Okay.
And we volunteered at some of the 5Ks, and it was really fun to be. You could be on the water, water station. You could be at the end of a line when they came across. You could be part of the cheering squad, and it was really fun to watch everybody, run across the end of the line, see them winning, see their families there, making sure they had water, and some of the people were struggling, and you help those guys. And so volunteering for these events it's kind of a twofold. It was a fun day. Oh,
definitely. And I'll flat out saying that how can I say this? Everything that I participated in outside of school is always volunteering and helping out the community.
Yeah.
And we always need volunteers for these types of events. And I'll tell you, the Martha's Village Turkey Trot doesn't happen unless they have volunteers.
Exactly.
It's like our foundation doesn't happen unless we have volunteers, right? I may be paid by the district and so forth, but there's so many things that we do that we need volunteers for. And it's just amazing that, they're taking in volunteers, and we have the capacity to fulfill those volunteer jobs too.
Yeah, I remember the first 5K I ran, because I thought it was going to be like 27 miles, and it was 3.2 or something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
And so our race instructor, and I said, "Well, how do you do this?" And she goes, "Run till you can't breathe, walk till you can, run till you can't breathe." And then pretty soon those lengths get longer and longer and longer. And I just remember her saying that to me, and I thought, this is the most ridiculous training I've ever had. And they took off, and I couldn't breathe, and I walked, and then they could. And I mean, that was 40 years ago.
I want to put out a disclaimer. Please do not follow Chef Mary's running advice. Before we go any further, we did have a comment come in, and I didn't have a chance to pop it up. Our good friend Sandy, one of our foundation board members, is saying hello and good morning. Good morning, Sandy. Always a pleasure to have you visit us. But Mary, you're going to love this. So, last week was Start With Hello Week with the Sandy Hook Promise. So we did challenges all throughout the community and all throughout the schools and so forth. They had competitions, and got to love our communications teams. They're right on top of it. So Jan, she's on our Twitter account, and she pulled up this picture here. And this was actually part of a competition at Indio Middle School, where it was voted on by the staff and students and so forth. And this was the #1 picture for them. And this is, I believe they're going to make it poster-wise throughout the campus. So take a look at that. In this school, you matter. You have a voice. Your feelings are valid. You can be brave. Be encouraging. You are important. So you got to love that. This came from a middle school student over in Indio Middle School.
Yeah, and it's so very true.
Yes, I agree. I love that. That's just awesome that they did that there. And I love that all the competitions that they had throughout Start With Hello Week. But there's also, I want to go ahead and pull up here. So yesterday, this took place on KESQ, and we had a winner from the Franklin Chargers. And what happened is, let me bring this up on screen. They won the Walter Clark One Classroom at a Time competition.
Oh, wow.
That being said, this teacher won $500 donated to them by Walter Clark.
Oh, wow.
To go to their classroom. And that's quite a feat. Walter Clark is a great partner with Desert Sands, and got to love that he goes ahead and he does this each and every month. He honors one different teacher and so forth. So thank you, Walter, for your partnership with education and so forth. It's just fantastic to have that. Yeah, $500 is always good, right, Mary?
Listen, I would like to have $500. I just spent that at Costco yesterday.
You got out of there just under 500. That's good.
Oh my gosh! When he rang it up, I just stood there and I just thought, God, what card do I use?
So, Mary, before I let you go, and I know you have to go to work and so forth, the last slide I want to bring up. This is probably the best part of my job, and I just love doing this each and every month. So, over the summer, we had Recognize It, and we had a multitude of winners. As you know, we drew them here live. And as you know, we had 6 winners, but one of those 6 winners happened to be the entire site team at Johnson Elementary.
No.
So I had the pleasure with Mr. Bailey and with Dr. Kelly Mae Vollmer and Mr. Fisher to go over to the school site and issue out these certificates. And that's all of the school site monitors at Johnson Elementary School. Not only did they get these certificates, Mary, but if you look, that's a CV Harvest Box produce. That's fresh produce that yes. Out there. Yeah, it was kind of cool because they were delivering the poblanos when they're packing the boxes, and they still had dirt on them. They were just picked that morning. Oh, so that's how fresh the produce was. But thank you, CV Harvest Box, for your partnership. And this is just, like I said, it's just awesome to be able to do something like that.
Yeah, and you know, after shopping yesterday, that's an incredibly value package.
Oh yeah, the price of produce nowadays. So that's just all the entire team at Johnson Elementary, and here are the other winners that won them as well that day. So there you have our winners there. You have Lee, who's in the accountability office here. She's in charge of all of assessments, so students and testing and so forth go through her office. That's her in the top left there, and showing her talking with. Was it Mary Perry and Mr. Bailey? Yes. And then you have Veronica down there in the bottom right. That's one of our executive assistants here at the district office. And then you have a site team monitor there from one of our school sites. But just to, like I said, it's just awesome to be able to highlight all the incredibly talented staff we have.
It's incredible. Well, Sean, the question I was going to ask you really quickly, I know that now that everybody's back in school, has any of the food programs changed for free lunches, free pick up or find food or anything like that?
So great questions. I know Find Food Bank's still doing their food distributions and so forth, and we have partnered with them, and they're still using some of our school sites, and you can find that on their website. All of our students, as Mr. Capello announced, I want to say it was this last June or July, that throughout the entire school year, and actually Mr. Aquino reported it out too, but for the entire school year, meals would be taken care of for all students in Desert Sands. Okay. So it's all free meals for the students for lunch and breakfast, as well as some of the school sites even have meals afterwards, like for the ACES programs. So that we've got that going on. But one of the things that I've talked to Mr. Capello about, and this is happening nationwide, and I'm sure you're even experiencing this at the arena, is that we're having to put things on our food menu for lunch that we normally don't have on our food menu. We, as Mr. Capello knows, and we take pride in what we serve our students and so forth. And funny comment he gave us the other day is, we got chicken nuggets in the mail delivered the other day. What is a nugget? That was the comment. We don't serve nuggets. We serve thighs. We serve breasts. We serve
exactly
chicken. Exactly. So as everybody is throughout the country, we're having distribution issues. So we're making do with the best that we can. And you got to love that, our team over there with Carlos in the kitchen there and Dan, they're able to pivot and make things work.
I know. I mean, that's an incredible job. And, trying to feed, thousands of students, in your district area.
Oh, yeah. 27,000, Mary. 27,000 students we have to feed every day, now that we have school going on. So it's breakfast, it's lunch, and sometimes, as I said, they get the meal after school, too.
So has that been a typical enrollment in the 27,000s? Are you higher or lower this year?
We're a little bit lower this year. That number is, since I've been in the district, that number's been as high as like 30,000. It's been as low as 26. So it's a little bit lower and so forth. But
is that 27,000? Is that in class and virtual as well?
Yep. We've got, so you asked about that. We've got about 700 students that chose to go the independent study route this year.
Okay.
And Mr. Bailey's been quoted in the paper and so forth on that. But, I got to love Adriana over in Mr. Bailey's office. She gives me like all the sheets that go out via Peach Jar. So I'm going to just kind of give a little highlight real quick. Let's see here. So Thursday, October 14th, Mary, if you're around, it's a fundraiser for the La Quinta High School Black Hawk Brigade. That's their band. Oh, and they've got the Happy Camper painting going on. So that's $35 per person. You could sign up for that. That's pretty cool. That's going on. Let's see here. Dr. Carry On, they've got International Walk to School Day. That's going to be Wednesday, October 6th. They're just talking about walking to school and how they can participate and so forth. So that's going to happen at Dr. Carry On going on. Let's see here. So I talked about vaccination clinic going to happen on the 30th. Got another one happening at Indio High School. So you gotta appreciate Mr. Lawson. He's leading the way with the vaccination clinics. He wants them in his community and out as much as possible. But they're in They're partnering with Operation Riverside County Shield, and they're going to have a vaccination clinic. That'll be the Pfizer vaccination. And as I said, we have one on the 30th. Let's see here. In addition to our career fair, Riverside College and Career Fair is having one too, the actual college and so forth. But so Mary, this is one thing that we're going to start challenging our high schools, okay? So we have that college and career fair. It's free to our students, right? So I have here the actual stats that Mary Perry gives me on how many students have signed up. So far, I'm happy to say that Desert Sands is leading the way among all the high schools out here, and we have the most students registered. We've got 24 students registered from La Quinta High, 6 from Palm Desert, only 3 from Indio, and only 2 from Shadow Hills. I would love those numbers to get in the hundreds.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I want those in the hundreds, because I'll tell you, we've got Desert Hot Springs. They've got 10 students signed up. Cathedral City, 2. Palm Springs, 3. Desert Mirage, 1. CV High, 1. You know, we're just starting it this week. I would love for us to lead the pack. You know me, I want to challenge all of our schools. I want us to be represented at the college fair and us to be there. And lastly, Mary, speaking of the college fair, that's going to go on October 14th. So you got to love our team. Carrie Penny, she's in charge of Avid. Carrie's been on with us a couple of times.
Yes, exactly.
And for the entire week, and I'm going to get this electronically too, but for the entire week, October 11th through the 15th, it's a complete Spirit Day, all for higher education. So on Monday the 11th, I'm looking forward to it. I get to wear a hat. Hats off to education. And then Tuesday the 12th, we dress for success. You dress where you want to go. And then I don't know if I'll be able to do Wednesday. That's pajama day. I don't think I could do that. But Thursday, October 14th is Dress to Represent. So that's where you wear college colors. So I'll be definitely supporting some University Buffalo Blue that day.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And then on the last day of the week, they want you to support your high school. So wear your school colors that day. Yeah. So I don't know about you, but my school colors when I went to school, they're maroon and gray. So I love wearing those colors all the time.
We were green and gold. For the green and the gold, get back. We were Hornets. And
there we go.
Until this day, they're still Hornets and they're still green and gold. They never changed this at all.
Okay. Yeah. We were the Newark High School Reds, REDS. And when I say the Reds, it was a red fox. Yeah, so that's where we were. And I just want to say we got a shout out from Becky that's watching. Good morning, Becky. Thank you for joining us. And go PDHS. There we go. Go Palm Desert.
There you go.
There we go. We got to love our Desert Sands high schools. But Chef Mary, that's about all I have for us today. Do you have anything else for us to share?
No, not really. I just kind of I went through a technical issue between the router, a new computer, a new phone, and a new printer that don't talk to each other.
Well, you look perfect now.
So I'm asking for a friend, like, is there a conspiracy going on here? Thank goodness I have a techno intelligent son that I finally just said, Steve, I can't do this. I think I'm going to start crying. And he goes, oh, mother, get away from here. And within seconds, the phone was up, the computer was up, the printer was up. And I have no technical issues, but it's kind of nice because everything was old. And I was amazed at maybe what I was missing out on with, current technology. But no, things are good. Busy at work and looking forward to a fun week. And then lots of stuff going on in October, November, December. It's just crazy busy, which is good.
Yeah, I agree. I'd rather be busy than not. And since we're on, I might as well thank you on behalf of I want to thank you as being part of the board and so forth. Thank you for putting that in place last night. I sent out an email just so everybody knows here. I sent an email to our board members last night, and they're going to have a football game on October 1st over at La Quinta High, and they're playing against Shadow Hills. And I want to thank our board. They put into action. They're going to allocate some funds that came in for this purpose, but they're allocated some funds to have a video monitor for the football game on October 1st, where they're honoring hometown heroes. And Mary, I know that's right up your alley. We're honoring all vets. We're honoring Corporal Hunter Lopez. Honoring Corporal Salvador Lule, who is an alumni of La Quinta as well, and just fantastic. And I want to invite everybody who can hear and watch this to La Quinta High School on October 1st. It's going to be a real special football game where La Quinta is playing against Shadow Hills, first league game. It actually is pretty exciting because they're both undefeated too, Mary. But during halftime, and actually, I don't even go to halftime yet. At kickoff, they're going to have a flyover, which is pretty special. Oh my gosh,
that's incredible.
And then we've got an amazing halftime show planned. So I invite all of you that are listening, please come and visit us October 1st over at La Quinta High School. They're going to have an amazing football game. And once again, Mary, thank you for you guys for taking action and making sure that that event's just going to have that much more of an exclamation point on it.
Well, if you remember, Sean, we used to feed the heroes at the school.
Yep.
And I just remember when we would assign a student with one of our veterans that would come in from one of the care facilities, and that was their job to take care of them with dignity and pride, and help them get through the food line, and watch them when the colors were presented, and their particular song that represented Navy, Marine Corps, whatever, and how these elderly veterans were able to be in a wheelchair but stand up. And stand up next to one of our students, and the reaction of our students. I mean, it was making you cry. But I think our students realized, that these people served, and they need to be honored, and they did. And our students did a great job. They handled these guys with such pride and such care, and got them through the food line, and didn't make them feel that they couldn't take care of themselves. They were generous. Those kids did a great job that year. I was really proud of them.
Oh, no, I agree with you completely. And for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, and Mary and I could talk about this for hours because it's just an amazing event and amazing what the community would do. We had partners from Zwarmer Real Estate Group was a Glenn over at Crown Meats, to our many different chef partners and restaurants where they would help us supply meals for our veterans and first responders, and we called it Feed the Heroes. And Mary, I want to say you championed that, and you used to serve them. What'd you call it? All the turkey with all the trimmings.
Turkey with all the trimmings. Yeah, that was neat. You
did an amazing job. But we had a great question that just came in, and I want to make sure to have it up here. So Sandy said we'll be posting the halftime show on this site. So Sandy, I'll tell you, the goal is to do that. I'm going to be meeting with our technology team here today, and Chef Mary, if you can't make it down on Friday, I'm going to be meeting with our technology team today. Hopefully, that we'll be able to have, Kevin Pillow and I usually host a halftime show. Hopefully we can have this be exclusively part of this. So we're hoping to have that on live on Friday night. So I can't tell you the exact time it's going to happen, Sandy, but it happens during halftime, which is tends to be anywhere from, depending the football game, 7:50 to 8:30, right, Mary? You never know. But
who are they playing again? Are they playing Palm Desert?
No, they're playing Shadow Hills High School.
Shadow Hills, okay.
Which is very fitting because both the young men lived in Indio. But then they also, They lived in India but went to school in La Quinta. So it's just very fitting that we have both cities represented there. But let's see here. We have, Becky, I'm going to go ahead and put this up there. You keep on commenting. My son was 17 from the entire class in 1999. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, my gosh.
She just shared that this young man went to Indio High School. So thank you, Becky, for sharing about that. It's always good to know about how our alumni do. Class of 99. Mary, I'm class of 96, but not from, I'm from the other side of the country. Yeah.
I'm class of 58.
There we go. Mary, I want to say thank you again for taking time to be with us this morning. Thursday, we'll have some more information going out.
Yep.
You have a great day at work, and say hi to all your musical friends that you said backstage that you're going to get to see.
Oh, my gosh. I cannot wait. But yes, I'm going to sign off and hop in the car and truck down the freeway, and I will see you on Thursday.
Okay. Have a great day, Chef Mary. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. So there we have Classroom Conversations. Thank you for joining us. We'll be coming back again on Thursday at 9 o'clock, where we have some more information about Desert Sands Educational Foundation as well as Desert Sands. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you up. We'll catch up with you later in the week. Have a great day.